Nevertheless, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for letting me tune in. Thank you for letting me tune in. This is Coronado Walter Clay Harris on the global market. Georgia stakeholder of all 10-year, 15-year, 30-year corporate, private, and public accounts. And now, the owner of T-Mobile and Metro PCS. I know y'all don't like to hear it. I know they want to give me a gift card or something. Nah, I think I like the latter better. The owner of T-Mobile and Metro. Yes, ladies. Because they can't explain, ladies and gentlemen, that testimony they gave to them prosecutors why my enemy can find me on my GPS, on my phone, that I didn't sign up for. Anytime they wake up and get in their Dodge Ram, all they do is turn their phone on and they can find me with the app. They got a Coronado app to find out where I am in the city at any time from my phone, ladies. Ladies and gentlemen, when you hear the excuse these folks told these prosecutors why they did, ladies and gentlemen, you want to run over them yourself. You want to get in your vehicle and run right over them, head first, ladies. I'll tell you. That's why you have to keep your eyes on them city leaders and stuff. You have to stay right with them, ladies, before they come out resigning and all that. You have to have a reason to follow them the rest of their days. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't gonna be able to retire. You know what I'm saying? We gonna be following you from here on out. You know what I'm saying? Tell you, it's like you following everybody else and telling folks that they can follow this man. Somebody gonna be following you and your family everywhere you go. You know what I'm saying? And when you seen that man look like Elmer Fudd talking to them prosecutors, like, and look how they got it set up. That Todd Gurley is with the Rams in LA. That they all together. That they think they got a chance to go to the Super Bowl. Man, you done lost your mind. That's all I can tell you. When I tell you your mind is gone, it really is. You'll never win a Super Bowl. You'll never win a Super Bowl while you're alive, babe. I'm trying to tell you. I'm talking about never got it. Not with no Rams, you ain't like that. You gonna have to face the Grim Reaper every time. I ain't no doubt about that. They might let you act like you gonna win, but you ain't gonna win. I'm trying to tell you. You gotta face Montgomery first, shit. You gotta face all that stuff. Doe B, Greg Gunn, all them folks. But I don't see you winning no Super Bowl. I'm just being honest. I don't see you winning the next election, let alone a Super Bowl. Yeah. But nevertheless, you know, I know they had to tap into breaking news. We put in folks' quotes on the ground in the cement under the foot of Hank Williams. And I tell you, man, they had those women on the broadcast journals act like they was just having orgasms, and they wasn't, you know what I'm saying? But they had to put on for their city, though. You know that, I tell you, ladies and gentlemen, I'm used to listening to lies and stuff like that. But you to tell me it took you 3 years in the making. 3 years, ladies and gentlemen. It took you 3 years of saving all kinds of money and research and benefits just to get a piece of the sidewalk and put some names in it with a line or two. Ladies and gentlemen, when I tell you, ladies and gentlemen, after you start taking advantage of people, ladies and gentlemen, you can tell a lie, ladies and gentlemen, like it ain't nothing, man. I'm talking about a lie is nothing to tell. I'm talking about it's like second nature. That it took you 3 years and all kinds of money to put some sentences and somebody's name in the sidewalk. Ladies and gentlemen, people do that today with no money. When I tell you, teenagers, they can go to the sidewalk with a chisel, and they do it all the time, and a hammer, and they put quotes and names in it all the time. But you mean to tell me it took you 3 years in the making, blood, sweat, and tears, and raising money to put names in the sidewalk, man? And I tell you, ladies and gentlemen, when I tell you a lie ain't nothing for a politician to tell. Nothing. It don't even fade them. And they confident that somebody gonna believe. They know they're gonna be challenged. Now they know somebody gonna challenge them. But they don't have to tell them the truth either, you know, and they know that. They know they don't have to tell nobody the truth. You know? But I tell you, they had to cut in because everybody was kind of pissed, ladies and gentlemen, you know. They was pissed because I removed the lynching from the museum, you know. But like, ladies and gentlemen, these people want reasons to hang you, hang your children and kill them, you know. And like I said, ladies and gentlemen, that lynch museum is not from the past. They doing it now, you know what I mean? They actually doing that stuff right now, you know. You know, they telling you that it happened back then, but they actually carrying it out right now, you know what I mean? And there ain't no doubt about it, man. So eventually, ladies and gentlemen, eventually, I'm just telling you, I'm just gonna shy away from all that stuff altogether, pain and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because it didn't have to be like that, but that's the way they wanted to be. You know, I've been through that before. I've been through where I'm doing good, they make it illegal to do it, you know what I'm saying? Because they can't do it the way I do it, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying they can't do it as good. They just can't do it the way that I do it, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And they get mad about it every time. I mean, every time. It haven't been a time they haven't got mad about me being successful. It just haven't, you know? All I can tell you that. Sad, but it's true. And like I said, it ain't a politician can tell a lie. It ain't nothing for them to tell one. You know? It just ain't like that. Hey, them folks actually out there lynching folks for real, ain't they? You think it's something that happened back in the day? Man, I'm trying to tell you, they doing it right now this very day, like. They actually going out there in them woods, like them. They actually hanging people right now, like. Man, I'm talking about, you ought to see the way they aborting these babies, like. When I tell you, you won't want them to eat for about 7 days, like. It's just that disgusting what they doing, like. For real. It's good. I mean, when I tell you it's good to know this stuff, like now, it's good to know it, like. You know what I mean? But sooner or later, you're going to have to take them bridges out. You just got to say, look, we ain't going down this road no more. You know what I'm saying? We ain't going to do this no more. I enjoyed the good times. You know what I'm saying? I like the fun that we had out of it. But when you get to this extreme, I don't want to do that no more with you. You know what I mean? Just don't want to go that far with you no more. You know what I'm saying? And it's good to know that, man. It's just something good to know. You know, you actually have to see the ritual. But it's a real, I tell you, it's a real ritual to it, lady. Man, when I tell you one time I was on McGee Road, lady, man, I woke up, man, probably about 2 or 3 in the morning, man. These motherfuckers was carrying the ritual out right in front of my ass and then attacked me, For real, lady. I tell you, them goddamn Nazis for real, baby. It ain't no doubt about it. You can joke with them, you can play with them, but I'm telling you. When they get into their ritual, they gonna carry that shit out, like, man. When that clock strike a certain hour, and your ass ain't strong enough to fight them, they gonna carry that shit out. It ain't no doubt about it. And I tell you, I experienced that shit plenty of times too. Fighting and tussling with their ass, you know what I'm saying? That's one thing I can say about them, ladies and gentlemen. They can laugh with your ass. They can joke with you. When they say they don't like niggas and Jews, they for real, like. And when I tell you, it ain't no doubt about it. You can sit up there and play the piano with them. You can sit up there and say you done had a baby by their daughter. You got a mixed baby, you ain't going nowhere. Man, when I tell you these folks hate Jews and niggas for real, like now, it ain't no doubt. I'll tell you, I would hate for them to prove it to you. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. You know? And I'm just saying, I don't want to make the show about them because it's not all about that. Because you got Negroes that's just as bad at racism they damn self. Negroes hate Negroes, you know what I'm saying? You know, Negroes hate Negroes. So you got to be careful when you bring a Negro around, you know what I'm saying? Because usually you have a Negro that say they've been liberated and they educated, and they don't want to be with Negroes no more. You know, this is a Negro talking now, you know. A Negro educated, liberated, don't want to be with no Negroes no more. But they want you to trust them around. They want you to trust them around your family, but they don't even like each other. You see what I'm saying? I can understand that. When I tell you I can understand that, I can. If you can't get along with your own kind, how the hell can I trust you? You know what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? If they get along just fine, but you saying you can't get along with your own kind, and you want to intermingle with them, and you want them to accept you in their fold, but you can't even get along with your own kind. You see how difficult that is? I know it's hard for some people to see that, but it does make sense though. That it's almost virtually impossible for them to close their eyes and sleep around you. You know what I'm saying? When you don't even trust your own kind. You know what I'm saying? You don't even have a good relationship with your own people. But you want them to take you in and cuddle with you and shit. You see what I'm saying? I mean, you don't have to see it the way I'm saying. I'm just telling you. You know what I mean? But all I can tell you, it never had to be like this again. But like I said, that Lynch Museum, that Peace and Justice, it really just set everything back anyway, you know. Because every time we have a visitor that go downtown, that's what they looking at. That's what they learning. They learn about lynching folks, man. Lynching African Americans. That's all they learning about. That's the big attraction in the city. A Peace and Justice Museum where they got 4,000 niggers in the tree. You know what I mean? That's what you gotta think about, ladies, you know. When I tell you, man, that's all you're gonna be talking about when you come to Montgomery. You know what I mean? Hey, I went to Montgomery, I saw 4,000 niggers in the tree. 4,000 different sets of Negroes hanging in the tree at the museum. You know what I mean? You better believe that's all they gonna remember, lady. They not gonna remember no Camellia Bowl. They not gonna remember no Turkey Day Classic. You know what's gonna be vivid in their mind? Them Negroes hanging in that tree. You know what I mean? I tell you. It ain't no different than going to a Holocaust memorial. You know what I'm saying? You go over there, you see the Holocaust memorial, all them Jews they cooked in them ovens and stuff, skinned them, made leather items. I'm telling you, they making briefcases out of Jews' skin, lady. Ladies and gentlemen, I tell you, that was cold-blooded though. At least Negroes, they just let them die, you know. Jews, they take their skin off, baby. They take Jews' skin off and make book bags and briefcases out of it. All I can tell you, ladies and gentlemen, I actually don't think I'm not playing no game with you, lady. Now, you know Donald Trump is not no Nazi, man, because his son is a Jew. Jared Kushner is a Jew. He got grandchildren that's by a Jew, you know what I'm saying? His grandchildren Jewish. Ivanka is married to a Jewish man. So you know he not no Nazi. But when I tell you, these folks like Negroes way better, they don't like neither one of them now. But they have to like Negroes better than Jews, ladies and gentlemen, because they made leather goods out of the Jews, ladies and gentlemen. You see what I'm saying? Ladies and gentlemen, not only did they kill them and torture them, they made jewelry out of their bones, ladies and gentlemen, and leather goods out of their skin, ladies and gentlemen. That about as cold-blooded as it get. It don't get no cold-blooded than that, lady. You think you got ivory on the mantelpiece, some ivory furniture, and it's a Jewish man bone, lady. Trinkets and little jewels and stuff made out of their bones. I tell you, lady. That's cold-blooded. But all I can tell you, like when they say when they attack, that's when you can talk about it all day. But it ain't no different than a python, goddamn. It only attack every now and then. You just have to be you have to be alert when they attack you. I ain't gonna lie, they just like snakes like them. They'll let you talk about it. They'll let you get away with it till they get hungry. I ain't lying, like. But when they attack you, you better have them skates on, goddamn. You better hit that ground running and get the hell up out of that motherfucker.